Yo, what up? What up? What up? Now, this time is the Indiana Pacers to blow a lead. They were up by 20 points and they failed to get the job done. This game looked like a blowout. It felt like a blowout. And the Knicks clawed their way back into the game. Actually led by Karl Anthony Towns. Jalen Brunson was in foul trouble, but he still made some big shots towards the end of the game, which equals a victory for the New York Knicks. What does this mean in the grand scheme of things? Nothing if they can't win game 4. Because remember, I said that the Knicks was going to win one game in Indiana. Now, if they go on to lose the next game in Indiana, it's still 3-1, putting the Knicks at a chokehold. Okay, this game was important, but the next game is even more important. So until they tie this series 2 games apiece, then we go to the best of 3. It's going to always be the pressure on the Knicks. Game 4 is even more pressure on the Knicks because you don't want to go down 3-1. So hopefully my prediction doesn't come true. All right, because that's a lot of games to be down by. And once you go down 3-1 category, the chances of you surviving and coming back from that is not high. It's actually really low. And I don't want to see the Knicks put in that position where they're not making that comeback and they can't win the game, right? So Karl Anthony Towns, man, he performed a little bit, but we need him to play big a lot. And he's not consistent enough. That's my problem with Karl Anthony Towns. He just isn't consistent enough. And I don't know if he got what it takes to help the Knicks get over the hump. It is what it is on that aspect. But it's good to see the Knicks get a victory. But question is, how long is it going to last? Yeah. We need game 4. We need game 4. If we get game 4, it's back 0-0 again. Then it's the best of 3. All right. So the Knicks need one more game. They need to play one more game like it's their last. Come out firing. Save a lot of their energy for the 3rd and 4th quarter. You know, you just want to hang in there against the Pacers for the 1st and 2nd quarter. And you want to grind it out for the last few minutes to hopefully get a victory. Because this is crazy. Can't keep being down in the series. I wanted to do the game live today, but didn't really have the time to actually cover it. So, yeah, man. I'm glad that they got the win because you don't want to go down 3-0, but that's what it felt like. It really felt like that. Now the pressure is the same thing with Minnesota. The pressure's on Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards got pressure on them tomorrow. Him and the T-Wolves. They got to close that game out like it's their last. Because that one win don't mean nothing if they go down 3-1. That's the same thing the Knicks position the Knicks is in. Game 4 is a must win. Because I predicted that they're going to win at least one game in Indiana. Question is, can they shock me? Can they shock the world and win 2 games on the road? If they could do that, my Knicks are back into the driver's seat. And Jalen Brunson got to stay out of foul trouble. What the hell are you doing, bro? Stay out of foul trouble, please. All right? Because their teams are targeting Jalen Brunson. He's short. They know they could get fouls called on him. So he has to be careful of that. So hopefully the Knicks come out firing in game 4 and they get the victory. That's my coverage for the New York Knicks. I'm happy we got the win. Peace. I'm out. Yeah, G-Money, let's go. We got that victory. Team showed. Yes. Yes, we showed some moxie, man. Down by 20 and we got the victory. Hey, that's a grinded out game. This was a grinded out game. This was a very low scoring game too. A lot of a lot of defensive stops in this game. And you know, we did what we had to do. So let's go Knicks. Let's see what happens for game 4 on Tuesday. Hopefully we get that win. I'm outie. Peace.